You want to eat? You already ate. Say out. Can you tell Mama out? Say out.
Look into my eyes and show me adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life it is.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel for another video. So today I'm going to talk with you guys about some of the early signs of autism. So let's get started. I think the way I'm going to do this video, since autism is a big spectrum, I think I'm going to share with you guys some of Caden's symptoms that he did when he got his diagnosis. That way you guys can kind of get an understanding of what I went through and some of the signs that I saw. So with all that being said, let's get into the video. So the first one that just really jumped out at us was Caden's speech and communication. He did not have any of that, you guys. He said the typical mommy and daddy, but that was about it. When he was 2 years old, it still wasn't developed. When he was 3 years old, it was still the same. He would repeat, but he did not use language to communicate his wants and needs. So I don't know how many of you guys out there that are familiar with autism, but one of the major red flags is the speech and language development. But I do want to share with you guys that it is normal for a child to just have a speech and language delay and not necessarily have autism. So I'm going to continue to give you guys some of the symptoms that Caden had in addition to that, so you guys will understand. So the next one, not responding to his name being called. So Caden was probably 2 or 3 years old, and I knew that he knew his name, but he wouldn't turn around. He wouldn't acknowledge that we were calling him. He would be out in public and we would call him, and he totally ignored us, which prompted me to get his hearing checked out. So after going through 3 hearing tests and they were inconclusive because he wasn't compliant, we had to do the sedated ABR, which I will leave a link to that video in the description box if you guys want to check that out, because I did film that. So that is definitely one, not responding to their name being called, and then also not aware of danger. So some children, they don't have that sense of danger. In fact, they'll go to it. If they see water, they'll go to the water. If it's a busy street, they'll go out in the street. Just different things like that. So if you guys ever see a child wandering and not with his parents or just whatever, make sure you do something about it, because you never know, that child could be wandering, because that is a symptom as well. Also, spinning or stimming. Child on the spectrum, you'll see this a lot. You will see them walking on their tippy toes. You may see them flapping their arms. You may see them rocking back and forward. And that is just the way it was explained to me, is that they're just soothing themselves. So if they're in a stressful situation, the way that they can calm themselves down is to stim. With Caden, he would get in the rocking chair and he'd rock himself for comfort, and he'd, rock back and forward. And I didn't really mess with him because I knew what he was doing and what was going on. Also, eye contact. You want to make sure that your child is responding to you and giving you some type of eye contact. Caden did not give us any eye contact in the beginning, which I also explained this to the pediatrician as well. He just didn't give it to us. But that's not to say that in the future that they won't. And in fact, you guys know that Caden is 4 years old, and he does give us eye contact now. Also, it's repetitive behaviors. You definitely want to watch out for this. You want to see how they're playing with their toys. For Caden, of course, I've talked about this in the past. He would line up his toys all the time, and y'all don't come for me, but when I saw him doing that, I honestly thought that was creative. I didn't think anything was wrong with that. But then when I started talking to the developmental pediatrician about that, she was like, oh, well, that is an autistic trait. Also, as far as the repetitiveness as well, for Caden, he would want to watch the same TV show over and over and over again. And we always had to make sure that we had that TV show on hand, because if we didn't, it would be a disaster. So we just always wanted to try to make sure that we had what he needed when he needed it, so everything would go smoothly. Anyways, that is all that I have for today. If you guys have any further questions about autism, don't forget to talk to your developmental pediatrician about it. That is my disclaimer. Also, if you guys have any questions for me, make sure to leave them in the comment section below, and you guys know I'll respond to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in our next one. Bye.